Hey guys, Cameron, welcome back to the channel, and today we are reacting to the classic Doctor Who story, Earthshock. I am very much looking forward to this. My first Peter Davison story. I'm very much, again, looking forward to this. Obviously, last time we watched the Mark of the Rani, which was a okay story. It was a fun story with Colin Baker, and it was a good. I think it was a good first impression for a Doctor that is quite controversial. I would say someone that isn't that popular, but I gave it a 6 out of 10, and I thought it was just a fun story. Nothing too big or anything like that. It was just a fun story, and now we're watching Earthshock, and I'm quite looking forward to this. This is the first one, actually, that I got the DVD for. So, and obviously by the DVD, it has a Cyberman on it. So, but that's all I know. All I know that it's a Cyberman story. So, that's as much spoilers as I'm going to get. So I am actually very much looking forward to this. So without further ado, let's start the episode. Earthshock Part 1 by someone called Eric. This also took me quite a while to set up because of how my DVD player works. Because it's a USB one, so for some reason I had to download another DVD app to get this working. So it took me a while, but I got it eventually. So hopefully this story was worth it.
Everything else is excluded.
That guy looks a little bit like Brigadier with a stash.
Nothing.
Oh
They've
no.
been shielded from you all paleontologists.
And geologists.
Just makes sense.
At least there's no
Scan
archaeologists.
complete, sir. Negative.
Okay.
Right.
Those two are in costume.
We're going. I agree. All right. Put the troop on full alert.
I like the
Oh, and
costumes.
just in case.
I like
she's
the look
lying,
of them.
We'll have her up front where we can see her.
It's a very unique kind of costume. Very military, but not classic. You know what I mean? Uh-oh.
Second.
Probably nothing.
Yeah, it was probably nothing. Probably nothing to worry about.
There!
Isn't worth it.
Why? Why wouldn't it be worth telling them? Oh, hi. Hi, Doctor.
No, and I suppose neither is the fact that whenever Nissa or Tegan ask you a question, you always find time to answer it. But hardly ever with me.
We have spent many hours discussing and debating endless topics.
I'm just fitted in when it's convenient for you. Just as it's never your fault when something goes wrong.
Have you quite finished?
There's lots more!
Well, it can wait.
Yes, but I can't. I'm tired of being an outsider, Doctor.
Like, I know it's well known that the Fifth Doctor isn't
Known people.
the most popular, and neither is his companions, his current companions. I know that, so interesting scene between those two.
Is this the only way down?
I have a feeling that it's going to revolve a lot around those two, just from that scene alone.
Expedition was cursed. Tell him what?
He wants to go home.
To Alzarius?
No to Pterodon.
And that would involve the TARDIS going back into East Base.
The doctor's right. It would be very dangerous.
I could plot a course.
How do you calculate negative coordinates?
I have the mathematical skill.
Of course, to your own destruction.
Yeah, you happy? You can't go into the East Base! It's too dangerous! God damn it, Adric! Oh, she fell over.
What caused that?
Oh, you're about to be attacked again then. By these freaks, whatever they are. Bold people.
I'm going outside now. I might be gone soon.
Well, he is very different from the Doctor, from Tom Baker's incarnation. I know that much.
I'm going to talk.
Oh, I didn't mean to be so rude.
I mean, you
Why
kind of
don't you
did.
have a course home? Show the doctor it can
You
be
kind of were
done.
being
Then you
sassy on
calm down with
purpose.
more talk.
We have 3 unidentified life
Uh-oh, they found them.
One of the readings is ectopic, sir.
What does that mean?
Not human.
Set them on stun.
Ooh. Ah, not kill. It's just stun. What are these things?
What sort of creature had such bones?
Dinosaurs.
An amazing species.
Are they your ancestors?
I hope not.
Well, you should be proud if they were.
Oh, thank you very much.
She not from
Most
Earth?
of them had a brain the
I'm
size
assuming she's not. God, everyone's just tripping everywhere.
It's like a graveyard.
I mean, that's kind of what fossils are.
Species die
They're
out so quickly.
Initially,
example,
they
dead
prefer them, then
dinosaurs.
starvation.
Poor old dinosaur.
Everyone's just tripping all over this massive cave.
I can't keep the pace up.
We'll rest here for a minute.
Meanwhile, Adric's still trying to figure out the coordinates. Oh, out go the lights. It's very spooky. Oh, that's not great.
That's not possible. There's no reading.
Just take my word for it. They're here, all right? They don't look...
Sergeant? Sergeant Mitchell?
Mining equipment.
I don't think we should go any further.
Can't see anyone.
Hold it there.
What's going on?
Shut up. Do you recognize any of them? Where have you hidden the bodies?
The rockfall!
What?
The bodies must be here!
Shall we look?
I mean, you can go look. They haven't hidden any bodies, so you're wasting your time.
What is it?
Lieutenant! These belong to Dr. Khan, my assistant.
Oh, now they're gonna blame them, saying, "Oh, you did kill them." Whoa! Oh, jeez. Oh, they just turned people. Those are dead people now. Whoa! That looks a bit dodgy. Oh, red vision. So good to zoom in on the Doctor. Yep. Ah, Cybermen!
Destroy them. Destroy them at once.
Oh, you can see the mouths. Oh, that's the end of the episode. So yeah, I guess that was the part 1 of Earthshock. So I'll see you for the review for it. And that was Earthshock part 1. And that was a very interesting first part. It was very slow. It was a very slow build up to that point where it was the reveal of the Cybermen. And it was very interesting. It was, like I said, slow. It was slowly paced, but it felt like it was building gradually building to a certain point. And that cliffhanger is the point where it's revealed that they're androids and they're controlled by the Cybermen. So that was a very interesting part 1. So obviously now that the mystery is no longer there, we now know it's the Cybermen. So it's now we're judging it on the next 3 parts. So it's like part 1 is a very interesting sort of mystery, like these people are mysteriously dying in the caves. They're being melted by these things, which we now know are androids. These people now think the Doctor is the reason for it when they arrive, and they are blaming them for it. But now they realise, no, these androids aren't with them, and they're trying to kill everybody. The Doctor was okay. I thought Peter Davison did an okay job. It was just a very simple part 1. It was more about the mystery around the androids and stuff like that. But I think the conversation between him and Adric were very interesting. You can see there's been tension building between them over the course of some stories, which obviously I haven't seen, but I'm going to assume that there has been some build up to this, that he gets constantly teased and stuff like that, and he's getting sick of it, that now he wants to leave. He wants to leave the TARDIS now. So it's very interesting, and I think the actors are fine. There's nothing particularly wrong with them. But, it's hard to get invested massively when I haven't experienced much with these characters. But I felt like that other stories, I think Enemy of the World did it very well, where even though I hadn't seen any stories of these characters, I still felt invested in them just in that story alone, in the part 1. They were interesting, they were funny, and they were interesting characters. With this, it just seemed kind of one foot, if you get what I'm saying. It was surfaceable, acting and stuff like that, but you get the sense there's been build up to it. But it's just him wanting to leave and stuff like that, and the Doctor's being like, "Oh, it's not safe to go in the E-space" and stuff like that, and he's saying, "No, I'm right." And it's like, "Oh, I'll look over those things and stuff like that." But yeah, it was interesting. But yeah, an interesting part 1. But now, like I said, mystery's gone. It's now going to be a full-fledged Cyberman story. So it'll be interesting to see how it goes from here. But as a part 1, the mystery was very slowly built up to that point, and I thought it was done quite well. So yeah, I guess we shall go and watch part 2.
Destroy them at once.
Destroy them at once. Now.
Our weapons have no effect on them. Yes, they will, but you must concentrate your fire.
Concentrate your firepower.
It is
Well, that's pretty useless, isn't it? Oh no, you got it! Ah.
It's only damaged.
Oh. Not destroyed, but damaged. Better than nothing.
Covered the exit.
Well, won't someone on the surface realise that something's wrong?
Sooner or later.
Let's hope it's sooner.
Meanwhile, Adric has no idea what's going on.
Well, what can be in there that's worth so many lives?
Well, let's find out.
Excuse me, do you know?
Doctor!
Oh my god.
Doctor!
Adric!
Yeah, you completely just forgot about Adric. Get back in the TARDIS. You should be safe there.
The conflict between duty and survival should cause enough confusion in their logic circuits for them to start making mistakes, which is exactly what we want.
I hope you're right.
Let's shout all this.
Right.
Because they definitely don't have any sort of hearing so the controllers can adapt.
Stopped immediately.
Well, stop them then, androids. Meanwhile, Adric's gonna sneak attack them. Oh. Oh.
Well done.
Well done.
Well, everyone, we did a good job. We killed those androids.
Look at this.
Lieutenant? That was the signal I picked up in the TARDIS.
So that's what that noise was. It wasn't a danger. It was a, ooh, there's something here.
This hatch now knows we've destroyed its guardians.
It's too early, leader. It will be wasted. The device is already lost. Let the Earth see the effectiveness of cyber technology. Explode the bomb.
Uh-oh. The bomb's gonna explode. Ah!
The Earthlings have broken in. They are too late.
What is it?
A bomb. My opening the hatch has started off the arming procedure.
Uh-oh.
You better let your people on the surface know what's happened.
How much time have we got?
I've no idea. Tegan, get everyone into the TARDIS.
What's happening?
It's been
Our
jammed.
signal is being jammed.
The doctor's jamming it.
More power.
More power! Power!
Do you know, I find this whole situation so bizarre. I mean, there's just no purpose to it.
Well, there is somewhere. We just don't have enough of the pieces yet.
Look, Professor Kyle said you'd been down here 4 weeks before the androids attacked.
Laser cutter?
So why attack now?
They should have attacked earlier.
It would have made more sense if they had.
Oh, I don't think so. The androids are programmed to protect this hatch. Now, cave system is enormous. Why draw attention to yourselves and your charge by attacking on the first day?
Proceed towards the destruction of Earth.
So they want to destroy Earth. Excellent. Uh-oh.
No, leader. The bomb has been deactivated.
Oh no.
Can't be.
Doctor, why a bomb and not a missile or some other device? And why these particular caves? There's a reason.
It's not our problem, Doctor.
Oh, isn't it?
I should have realized.
Then you must let us come with you.
Can't fight androids by ourselves.
Well, I'm hoping that won't be necessary.
If my planet is being threatened, I would like to do something to help.
Indeed.
Well, now we got everyone coming along.
What is it? A TARDIS. And does nothing else but interfere.
Oh! Oh, that's actually really cool. Oh, Troughton!
The Cybermen to their ice tomb on Telos.
I imagine you have orders to destroy me.
Oh, this is so cool. Hey, Baker! Haven't seen a Baker story yet, though.
The planet of gold.
You've no home planet, no influence, nothing. You're just a pathetic bunch of tin soldiers skulking about the galaxy. in ancient
Classic fan
I did
service.
not see any.
They don't know what this form is yet, so it could be anyone.
Bigger than you think.
That's cool. I like that a lot.
You've done extremely well.
Thank you.
Look, I'm sorry about our argument earlier.
So am I. I overreacted.
Do you really want to go home?
No, of course not. There's nothing there for me anymore.
So you've done all these calculations for nothing?
Well, it made a point, didn't it? Besides, who knows? I might change my mind again.
That was alright. That was a nice scene. So there's Cybermen hiding on the ship or something like that?
So do I, mister. But it's something that can be settled when we get back to Earth.
and our cargo's delivered safely. Understood?
So they're going to Earth to deliver some
Make ready
cargo.
to get underway.
Now do your paperwork.
You're beginning to bore me.
Come with him.
The doctor will be all right. What's that?
It's an alarm, Tegan.
What's that? What?
This episode is a bit sort of slower. It's much slower than last episode. It seems like a whole new plot has sort of happened, but it's involving the Cybermen, you know? Yeah, this must be where they're hiding. The Doctor's just walking right into the scene.
Casual about this.
I will announce my presence. See what the reaction is.
Wait, let's just shout into the
How will they know we're here?
entire ship and let people know that we're here.
We're being followed.
I mean, it'd be very odd how you're on a ship and no one's caught you yet, even with a little crew.
Why won't they show themselves?
Well, they're looking for you.
What's happening? Over there.
Well, how are we meant to know?
Have you got them yet?
This way. Oh, they're dead? Because one of them was breathing.
I've seen wounds inflicted this way before.
Doctor, we have got to get out of here.
Yes.
Oh, too late.
On this ship, we execute murderers.
Oh no, they're about to be executed. Oh, that was an interesting one. That was an interesting part 2. That felt like a transitional episode to me. Not much actually happened at all. All we learned about there are new characters in this episode. They're not on the ship of the characters that the characters are on. The Cybermen are on that ship, I'm assuming, because it's a similar sort of set. But other than that, nothing else really happened. It was very much a transitional episode from going from the caves to the ship. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, but it just, nothing really happened. You know, all it really happened, they got caught and people died. And that was kind of it. Nothing in terms of plot progressed. It was just they were running around for like half the episode. And that was sort of it. So there's not really actually much else to talk about with that. I mean, the set is interesting. I do like the set, but they're obviously constantly reusing it. It's the same set they're using, but it's smartly done, but it's very noticeable. So yeah, that was an interesting part 2, like I said. But again, it was very much a transitional episode with nothing else really happening other than going from one location to another. So hopefully in the next video when I do parts 3 and 4, obviously that'll be the conclusion of the story, but hopefully we get actual development, especially in the next part, because this part had nothing really happen, and the first part was more of the mystery and then discovering it was the Cybermen. So okay, so we're halfway through and I'm iffy on the story so far, but it's hopefully the next 2 parts really pick this stuff up, because it's been okay, but nothing has really happened in terms of, oh, that's really cool, and oh, that's really interesting, oh, I'm loving this. It's just kind of normal Doctor Who, it seems to me. Like, but they're having this whole thing with the Doctor and Adric conflicting, but then now they're trying to make up it in this part as well, which is very interesting. So I'm interested to see how that goes for the rest of the story, how their relationship is going to be built in this story, because you said something is going to be happening, or a lot of the story is going to revolve around those two. You have a very big feeling about that. But yeah, so far I am liking it, but nothing else is really perking my interest other than the Cybermen in it and then the Doctor and Adric, because I'm interested to see how that goes. Not particularly how it's gone so far, because what's gone so far is okay, but hopefully the next 2 parts something interesting will happen, or something will happen to be like, oh no, this is a really good story between the two. So yeah. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you are looking forward to parts 3 and 4 of the reaction, then make sure to let me know and like this video as well. Make sure to subscribe to get notified when the next episode of my reaction comes out. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you for parts 3 and 4 of Earthshock. I'll see you then.